I spent a couple days in South Africa on some water holes with the Gauntlet 2 and 25 cal. And this is the result. The footage is a little shaky because it's scope cam footage, but it averaged about 100 degrees every day we were there. So everything's coming to the water, and even turtles. I didn't shoot the turtle. Calm down. He come to get a drink too. Lizards, turtles, everything has to water when it's that hot. But there's a good thing about this. You can do this and still, shoot your trophy animals if that's something you're after. I had blessed buck watering about where that turtle is, and I was shooting dove out of the other side of the blind. The Gauntlet 2's quiet, a little bit of wind, and you're shooting out the other side of the blind. They don't hear it at all. And I didn't even know they were there. I turned around and there was 3 of them there. Females. It wasn't nothing I wanted to shoot. But the point is that you don't just have to dedicate your day to shooting birds. If you want to sit there and shoot some birds and also get shots at some mammals, you can do that too. Guineas are tough. They're tough to kill. I learned the hard way here. I found this bird, but he went a little ways. The way the feathers lay, it's really hard for that pellet to penetrate. It kind of glides off of them. Your best bet is to shoot them going away or shoot them in the head. But at this distance, I wasn't going to shoot this one in the head. But I shot him there in the base of the neck and it just didn't penetrate very well. But he didn't go very far. He just kind of flipped over. But there's a lot of different kind of birds. There's really no kind of bird you can't shoot there that they won't eat. I mean, I eat them too, but I give most of them to the trackers or skinners or whoever. There's big collared dove. There's some little rock dove. There's a bird they call a mouse bird. It's really small. It looks like a parakeet of some sort, but they claim it's the best tasting one. But this one here, you see the branch. Well, I didn't see the branch, so you can see what happens here. Bird doesn't even move. That's a mouse bird, so just to make sure, I went ahead and shot that branch again to make sure it was dead, and the bird just flew away. But there's a mouse bird there. Not a big bird, but they love them. They really wanted me to shoot the mouse birds, but that's a big collared dove. Those are, everybody knows what those are, I guess. They're about the size of a pigeon. Good eating bird. Some of these birds, they look like they're, I've hit them in the chest, and some of them I did, but even the ones that I hit through the breast, minimal damage to the meat, but I got standard crosshairs, so I'm having to adjust for elevation. So some of the shots aren't exactly, the impact isn't exactly where the crosshair shows, but it's a good time. This is something you can do for a few $100. Any South African outfitter can do this. It's an easy day for them. You can sit there. You don't have to dedicate your day to birds. Like I said, you can just sit there and shoot some birds or wait on something to come to water. But when it's 100 degrees, they're coming to water. Everything around is going to come to water. We've seen all kinds of things, but I carried my air saber, so I had it. So pretty much anything from a buffalo to a dove, I had covered. I didn't take any trophy animals on this sit, but for a few $100, lodging, meals, the whole deal, it's not a bad deal at all. This is a fun time right here. This is plenty of shooting. I filled that Gauntlet 2 up one time, and I shot for 2 straight days. So I probably got, it had to be close to 80 shots, 70 shots maybe. Of course, I missed a lot and killed, I don't know how many birds we killed. We killed a lot of birds, but there's 3 sandgrouse in there, hard to see. But look at the crosshairs, you can see one, there's one above it to the right and one to the far right. For some reason, it's quiet, I know, but they just don't seem to react much to their buddy getting killed. A lot of times they just fly in a little circle and come back. You can get multiple shots. It's a ton of fun, I'm telling you. The best part, it's not like, pest control here. I see a lot of guys shooting a lot of pigeons and stack them up, and I'm sure they just feed them to coyotes or whatever, which I guess that's fine, but these birds are getting utilized. I'll promise you, if there's fresh meat there, your tracker or your skinner will take it. These guys are happy as could be to come pick me up at the end of the day and see how many birds they were going to have. This one here, a big collared dove, it's a pretty good distance. I don't remember exactly what it was, but anyway, it hung up in the tree after I shot it, and I went to get it about an hour later, and a big monitor lizard was up the tree trying to eat it, so we had a little fight to get it. But you can see this guy's loving this guinea, man. All these little birds, they all get eaten. They love it. I love it. So that's the Gauntlet 2 on the African waterhole. Try it out.